Noffy, well done, congratulations. Talk us through how this all came to pass, how did it happen that you signed on?
Yeah, obviously, stoked to have committed to the club for the next 3 seasons. It's an easy decision. Obviously, as you can imagine, with expansion coming, and there was lots of teams after many of our players, and I just said to my manager, make sure it's at the footy club, at Adelaide Footy Club, and get the deal done. And that's kind of as straightforward it was. And Phil Harper and my manager Dogger got it done, and super excited. And I'm sure there'll be good news throughout the rest of the week with my teammates staying on as well.
How many offers did you have to sift through, or was it, not even interested?
Yeah, it was not even interested. I think phone calls came at the start of the season, mid-season, and clearly I'm a very competitive person, so it was focused on, winning the premiership, and then, those conversations with my manager happened post-grand final, but it was only ever the Adelaide Football Club, so it was pretty straightforward for me.
What do you think when you see a few of your teammates leave and not only join other clubs, but join them all across the road?
Yeah, I mean, given that it's an expansion year, it's probably, we've been waiting for the day that Port came in. They were always going to come in. It was a matter of time. So, I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen. There's always expansion clubs, because we only had 8 teams from the get-go. But we wish them well. Obviously, 3 premiership players that left, and they were amazing contributors to the footy club. And I'm very proud to have been at the footy club since the inaugural year, and proud to continue. So staying loyal to this footy club that gave me my first opportunity at playing at this level means a lot to me, and it's something that I don't take lightly. And I'd like to think of myself as a loyal person, and loyal person to this footy club that has given me so many great opportunities. I mean, the footy club's given me more than I could ever imagine.
When you look at Port Adelaide coming in, it's great to have now 18 teams. It just adds another dimension. As much as you're so fierce in your rivalries, is it a good thing? It must be a great thing that they're in.
Oh, absolutely. It's the best thing. I mean, I've been at this footy club for 7 years now, and I know the rivalry that the boys have with Port. And, I've been in the grandstand at Adelaide Oval watching those showdowns. I remember, the one fondly this year when Dorse kicked that winning goal. Was actually at home because we weren't allowed at Adelaide Oval. But there's this sense of rivalry, and I'm sure that AFL understand that it's probably the biggest rivalry in the competition, and the fact that we get to have that, it's going to be amazing. And like I said, it's just something that we've never had before, and as you can imagine, we're all super excited for that first showdown.
Can you imagine what it's going to be like when you match up on some of your other teammates?
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty fierce, and everyone's going to be wanting to get the win in the first, because that, you'll remember that forever. But obviously we'll have to make sure that we get the win first. But it's going to be a huge build-up whenever that may be. There's no hiding behind that, because I'm sure it'll be a massive build-up for the town, and we'll be super excited wherever that may be. And I'm sure we've only got 10 games in season 7 that we will match up against Port Adelaide. So when that will be a massive week, and I can't wait.
You talk about your loyalty to the club. Is there any disappointment that some of your premiership players that you've gone through blood, sweat and tears with didn't feel the same way, or have chosen to pursue other opportunities?
I think with expansion, we've seen in previous years, and we've lost a couple of players in previous years. It's a thing that I guess all us AFLW players know that's going to happen until we had the 18 teams. And realistically, I've been a supporter of AFL for many years, and you see, boys. I don't think we have many that cross ship. We've got Billy Frampton who came over to us. But it's just the nature of the game, and you can't really be disappointed. You have to be happy for them that they go chase another journey. And like I said, they're 3 premiership players that have given a lot to this club. I'll certainly miss infectious Justine Mills, who's probably just the sunshine through this 4 walls. But it is what it is, and you've got to be happy for them. And they gave great service to the footy club when they were here.
Sure. I guess there was some concerns from your fans that when expansion happened and you had all 18 teams, that your dynasty would sort of come to an end. But feels like you've been able to keep a lot of the core. Do you feel like you can maintain the success that you've shown in the first 6 or 7 teams?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's probably been the talk for the past 2 years. When it was announced that Port Adelaide were coming in, that we were only a one-hit wonder with the one team in Adelaide, and that's certainly we don't want that to be the case, and we've really driven. Not really to prove, but we want to make sure that we're having sustained success, and we didn't just win 3 premierships, or we didn't just stay at the top of the ladder because we were the only team in South Australia. And I think the culture, and it's well known, what we've built throughout, this past 6 or 7 years is pretty strong, and it's hard to describe. But when you build that kind of culture of love and genuine care for each other, and you're always going to play well together because you have an understanding of what we want here and what we want from our players. And it's certainly amazing how many we've been able to retain, and I'm sure there'll be, like I said before, announcements in the coming days. But Phil Harper and Doc Clark and Katrina Gill, in terms of our list management, have done a wonderful job. And we will be a proud club at the end of this trade period to, keep hopefully a majority of our premiership players and get a few exciting ones in.
3 premierships. Is there a 4th?
I hope so. I think, when you're a 2-time premiership player, and because of the, amount of teams that there were in the first year, I think there was only 8. And then you win one back in 2019 when we were clearly the standout team. And then, to be in the grand final last year and lose to Brisbane. So really, we've been in, I think it's 4 grand finals out of 5. It's a pretty amazing achievement. And then, to be a 3-time premiership player is pretty cool. And you probably pinch yourself. Like you messaged me earlier, it's a little bit of a flex because they always say that, that's what you're known for. Like, you're not known for individual accolades, and we're a really driven team to have team success. And like we speak about it, we're not hiding away from the fact that every pre-season we set out to win a premiership. It's not, we're going through a rebuild or we've got new young players. Like, just the standard is we give it our best, and we believe that we have the team to win the premiership cup. And I believe that with the girls that will be sticking around and the girls that we get in, we certainly can go again. And wouldn't it be cool to have 2 in 22?
So what does it mean? What would it mean to be the first with a full competition? 18 teams. What would it be? What would it mean to you to win the first one with the full comp?
Yeah, I'd be lying if we haven't had those conversations as a playing group together, just because we are all so competitive. It would mean the world, because I'm sure in 20 years when they look back, they might say that there was only 14 teams. We've certainly deserved all 3 of them. It'd be the pinnacle, the absolute pinnacle. Maybe it won't be the pinnacle until we play all 18 teams because of the 10-game seasons, but for what it will be next season, it would be what it was all worth, and exciting, because there's going to be a top 8. So I feel like if you don't make the top 8, you probably don't deserve to be in the final series. And with the 4 finals weeks coming in season 7, I'm sure it'll be very exciting.